Hello and welcome to my channel. Today is a reading vlog that I am going to do. I'm going to be reading somebody else's TBR, but it's not quite like that because my original thing was to read someone's TBR. So I have a bunch of people on BookTube that I'm subscribed to, old and new, and I put all these people in a random number generator and came up with 97 books and pieces. And she does not do um, like TBRs. Really, she doesn't really do. I mean, she does do TBRs if it's like a readathon or if it's a appreciation month or something. Then she does that. So I did like a TBR for I think these books, but they were like a ton of books. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna read all of that in a month, and there's no way that I can do that. So then I decided to see if I can, do her wrap up. So she had an April wrap up. So I am reading her April wrap up books. The ones that are not part of a series because then I don't have to get the first book and blah blah blah. So I'm going to be the first book I'm going to be reading is Dragon Pearl. Actually, let me show you the actual picture. Yeah, Dragon Pearl. This is the picture. It is black and white because I only have a old school Kindle, and this is by Yoon Ha Lee, and I believe this is like a during the Rick Ryan Presents because he doesn't write. Well, I wouldn't say that. I think that he does write, but like I love Rick Ryan books, so I'm expecting to love this. This is kind of I believe this is a science fiction, fantasy, mythology type book about like Asian people or something, but don't quote me on it because I haven't read it yet. And yeah. Then I'm going to be reading Jelly and the Knife, and this one's by Tamsin Muir, and that one is about a necromancer, a girl kick-ass necromancer who brings people from the dead. And then I'm going to be reading Paper Girls, which is a sci-fi graphic novel, and I think I'm going to probably get that at the Northeast one, which won't be that hard, but it might be a little bit of a ways, but I don't know. And then I also have Gene Mapper. And originally I was going to go to the library to get all these books, but I think I'm just going to read them on my Kindle because I, um, like, they're not, they're limiting the capacity and they are only allowing you to be in the library for an hour at max. And I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing this for a video, so it's not like I mean, oh, I have to return that book and then get another book and stuff like that. It would be like easier to do that than I don't have to pay money. But it's okay. Kindle books are a little on the cheaper side of things, so it's fine. Splurge a little this month. It's okay. And I'm actually going to put bought on Kindle so that I can bought and put Kindle. Um, but um, but I'm super excited to do this because I am going to be reading all those books, and that's what Books and Pieces did read in April as a wrap up. And so you're kind of I'll tell you my thoughts, and I'll kind of update as I go, I guess. So yeah, and that is it. So I don't need to go to the library anymore. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I want to go to the library at some point, whenever, whenever it opens. I guess whenever we all get vaccines, they'll probably open up again, probably soon, but not like real soon. So probably like sooner, like maybe even next year. Who knows? Because I'm excited to go back to the library and check out books and read them and stuff like that. But buying books all the time because girl needs to save money. Anyway, so yeah, and I'm gonna be reading Dragon Pearl, and right now, um, since I purchased it on Kindle, I decided to make that progress because I feel like it's going to be a little bit more. Let me turn off the wireless. Yeah, wireless is turn wireless off. Okay, there. So I feel like this one is a middle grade, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, in the comments, or I hope I like this, and yeah, I'll update you later. Hello, hello, and I'm still reading Pearl. What was it? Pearl Dragon, Dragon Pearl. I think it was Dragon Pearl. Hold on. Yeah, Dragon Pearl, and I'm on 16%. I just passed chapter 5, and I don't know about you, but this character gets in a whole lot of trouble. So she decides to go on, in search of her brother because she thinks that he is not, a bad person, or that he's not searching for the dragon pearl. She is definitely thinking that he is um, doing good service in the military, and she's searching for him. But when she kind of gets to this astronaut type, I guess it's not an astronaut. It's like a terminal, like kind of like in the airport or something. So it's like a terminal, and each, I guess, section is like a different planet. So she has to put on her mask and stuff like that. It's just really interesting. Um, and then also she can turn into shapeshift. She can shapeshift into anything, essentially, even a table. She does that in the beginning, which I was like, why? Why are you no? And then she can still smell and see. She can't really see that well; it's blurry, but she can smell. And I see your table, right? Your table, right? Yeah, I think my table is a table. But yeah, so it's just weird. She also changes into a chair and other people, which I think is great. So she's very deceptive, and she uses her magic freely and her charms as well. So I mean, we'll see how she goes because right now she does not have any money, and she's trying to get on the ship and find her brother's ship, so she's gonna need money. She lost her backpack or left her backpack in a bar with a bunch of dudes who thought she was like kind of prestigious, even though she doesn't have that great clothes per se. Like her clothes didn't match her rubies on her hands, her fake rubies on her hands. So yeah, it was just really weird. But yeah, I am enjoying this, but like far less than my other middle grade. I'm really enjoying my other middle grade, and I'm reading a ton of books. Like I have a ton of books right now. Like just because, like, I am planning to keep my quotes so that I can like, write one of the quotes that I like in here. And I just wanted to include a lot more so I can like look through it and be like, oh yeah, this is something I definitely want to include in the book. But I don't know how many quotes I'm gonna have because I might just stop at 13 so that I can just pick up from there or something. So yeah. But this is my quote book. I actually drew this on my highlighter. It's really exciting. But yeah. And what? I have. I'm gonna do an update on Pearl. What was it called? Dragon Pearl. I think that's what it's called. Yes, Dragon Pearl. I'm on 29% and I just finished chapter 10. So she stopped by a bar and she ends up escaping from there and getting a little bit of money, like tip money, but not enough. And then she boards on the Azura, yeah, and they're having trouble with people who are attacking them, and yeah, and then she gets on board and helps the pilot control it. Now she's on a different ship because it kind of exploded and she is in like this medical bay. And I think she's on the ship where her brother is. So it seems like it's going really fast, even though like there's a lot of stuff that's going on, but I'm only like 29%. So it's just like feels like it's going way too fast for me. And I like this book a lot, or yeah, I like this book, but I don't love it. It's not something that's like amazing. Like I think her ability to that hole, yeah, amazing. She basically transforms to like different things like objects and can transform her style and her hair and her face and stuff. And I think that's really interesting and I love the lore of it. But I don't know, something like the writing is more not minuscule or anything, but it's just more of it's just I don't know. It's just definitely not. It's definitely too simple and too fast. So the situations are fast. Like she's like, oh, I can't. I have to get off. When Batman's leg came out, his face was peeling and his cape was a little bit glitchy of the video. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, glitching again. And now he's blue. Yeah, they probably made that for the video. So yeah, I don't know if I love it right now, but I will keep you updated. Hello, and today I am updating Dragon Pearl. I'm on 46% right now, chapter 17, I think, or 18 or 19, something like that. And it's good. She's still looking for her brother, but she has an idea that she thinks that the captain, Husea, I think, who is the captain of the ship, or one of the captains, he kind of wants this dragon pearl. And the dragon pearl is a thing that can literally destroy the world. So literally it can like destroy the earth or whatever. And he is going to get that. But he was also on his...
Mommy,
What?
I have something to say to you.
Okay.
I want some strawberries.
I don't have strawberry.
Then can I have a cookie?
Yeah. You can get over there. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think that the book is pretty good, but it's like the way, like, she goes by like this information for staff. So she mentioned the guy, her brother, and she's in disguise as another guy. So it's like, it's so weird that she keeps mentioning him, and I'm like, she didn't get caught. She must get caught. I mean, you can't mention him all the time. We're finding a TV on that nobody's watching. One little light or TV might not seem like much, but just imagine how many people are living on this earth. Well, if everybody forgot to turn off the lights or TV when they weren't being used, the amount of wasted electricity would equal the amount of energy produced by 100 power plants. And each of these power plants needs great liters of oil to keep running. Hello, I am on 70%, I think, 66% of Garden Pearl, and the main character does a lot of stuff that I guess is weird. I think she follows this ghost, and the ghost is following her, so she's taking the, I guess, form of him when she's training. But the reason why she's training is she's trying to uncover like what happened to the ghost and what happened to her brother. So she's trying to figure out both. It really doesn't work out too well because she really hasn't found out really what happened to him. Because now she's actually off of that ship and onto another ship with the pirates, and she got the people who were what would you call it? The people who were prisoners. She basically rescued them, and she now is taking them to the ghost planet, which is the one where she needs to find the jade stone or whatever that could destroy the world. And basically, like these pirates, I don't know, they like kind of like it's just kind of messed up. Like they shoot the other ship, and she didn't want that. She was like, no, I just don't want them attacking us, and I don't want us to attack them. But they attacked them. So it's just like, you're gonna have some conflict there because number one, you're hiding and you're not revealing your true self, although you revealed you're not really revealing your true self, you're just revealing someone else, which I think is kind of dumb. You should have revealed your true self. But I guess she wants to be protected, her identity, which is fine. But I feel like she's hiding herself. Every new identity, she's hiding herself. So when can she appear normal? So yeah, she's gonna have to navigate these ghosts. They don't know how dangerous it is. Like, not many people have explored that because fox spirits can like talk to ghosts or communicate with ghosts, and she's young, so she's very experienced with like engineering and stuff. That's what I like about her character. But I don't like that she's just like getting into a lot of chaos. She's chaos. Like this girl is chaos. She's not on fire. She's chaos. She is chaotic. She is definitely something that is not like her story is like it's just like, oh, she's, you know, she found out about her brother, so now she's gonna go find him. So she goes out. She's still on her own planet, and then she finds her sister's aunt's, or her aunt's bar type thing, and she ends up being there, and the aunt says, oh, blah blah blah, made Coraline realize how much she missed her mother and father. Like then a friend showed up and led Coraline to the two people she needed most in the world. I guess, like she basically like was like, oh, you can work with me because, you know, you lie, you know, and stuff. So then basically, yeah, and basically then the aunt, like basically the girl, Min, decides to leave because she can't handle that, I guess. But she finds the captain that runs the ship. Then she goes on to this other ship, the captain that's gambling in this gambling place ship. She goes to that ship. She meets a guy who's a pilot, and they are going and flying off, and then they get captured by another ship, who's like a ship that's like actually working, and she gets more of the information about that in that ship. But then she has to disguise herself as a boy and stuff like that, and she ends up talking to the boy ghost too, and tries to figure out what happened to him and stuff like that. He's still following her, by the way. And then she goes on to this other ship, like this escape pod thing, with the two prisoners, and they fly, and they get their own ship, I think, and they fly off, but they defeat this other ship, the soldier ship. And I honestly didn't really like, I don't know if I really liked, like, there's a lot of transitions there, and it's just 66%. So I'm hoping when she goes to the planet, maybe she'll find information. She found his scent on the ship, so I'm thinking he's on the ship, but he wasn't really on the ship. You know, there was just his scent there or something, but there was no like, oh, he's on the ship, which I was like, yes, he's got to be on the ship, either on hiding, they captured him, that kind of stuff. It would have been all cool, but it wasn't really like that. So yeah, I am enjoying this book, but it's a very lower enjoyment rating, I guess. It's like a 3 right now, which to me is like, with 3 stars are not as good as, I don't know, it's just not as good. And I am enjoying the character, but I find like she's very like stuck on her goal. Like, this is her goal and this is what she needs to do. And I feel like sometimes that kind of, I don't know, it's like chaos though, because she doesn't really know where to go, if it makes sense. Like, I don't feel like she knows exactly where to go. And Yeah. So let's see what it goes through. I'm planning to like extend this vlog a little bit because I don't know, I'm not really loving this book any that much, but I'm going to try to finish it by I believe Sunday. So if you see this video, it might be on Monday. So yeah, get two videos from me on Monday, right? And yeah, and yeah. All right, I am updating for Dragon Pearl. I am on the 4%, and they have entered the, I guess, the planet. They crash land into planet like Star Trek, the movie, um, and they crash landed there, and they're trying to find the Dragon Pearl. Um, Nin notices or finds her brother. Her brother's a ghost. Spoiler alert. And I'm like, yeah, I knew he died. I mean, she was upset. Obviously, she didn't want him to die. But I was like, I don't care. Like, he died, you know? And yeah. This one's okay. It's not really the best. Like, I just feel like she's caring about, like, other people. Like, you know, like she's like, oh, I care about this person. And I'm like, but you don't really know them. You're like in disguise. So you don't really know them. And then these people help her, but I think it's a trap. I think she's actually getting lured in a trap. So I think that one of the characters that tries to rescue her, or both of them actually, yeah, I think either all of them or both of them, like, yeah, it's just, yeah, they're going, all of them or both of them are going to be like I don't know, like they're going to lead her into a trap and try to take her back. But I don't know. I don't think her brother can do anything because he's a ghost. So she's thinking that she has to go get the Dragon Pearl now. I'm like, I don't think that's how it goes, and I don't think he would he want that? Would he want to give that to? I don't know if he would want to give that to the captain. So, you know, I think there's some inconsistencies right now in the book, because she's actually like keeping all of this to herself and not telling anybody about it. Like, I know about it, but like you're not telling these two people that brought you on this planet. You're not telling them about it, which creates kind of a problem. I mean, now it's too late, but like you're not saying, "Hey, this seems really inconsistent. I don't know what's going on," because then you could kind of find out easier or faster or something. This book also goes like I say it goes by fast, but really it's not as good. Um, Again, dealing with ghosts. I don't know what it is about ghost stories. Maybe I just don't like ghost stories. I mean, I've watched Ghost. I love that movie so much, and I love like movies about like ghosts and stuff. But like when it's written on form, paper form or something, I'm just like, what the heck? Why? Like I just don't understand. So yeah, this is like the second ghost book I've read, and I didn't even. I picked it up because obviously I wanted to read like someone, and I didn't really like this book at all. Like, yeah, and the person that read it also thought it was okay. It wasn't like the best book in the world, and same with me. I'm like, I don't want to read this anymore. But yeah, but I'm not gonna DNF because I don't DNF books. I just feel like um, and I understand that some people do DNF books and then come back to it, but I am one of those people that I like to read the whole thing. So even if I'm not in the mood, I chose to read this and stuff like that. I do like I don't really like the main character. She's a little bit too, like, she's needy, but she's also kind of like, I can do this, and she's also very, like, curious. She's very curious, and she wants to find out, about everybody, but she's not like the sneaky kind, or she's not like the very, very intelligent and can be like, oh, I can hide and I can do this. She's more of, I don't know, like, she's more rambunctious, it seems. I mean, she does get caught by the captain, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people that are kind of like iffy about it. I do like the rep though. There's one thing I do like, and that is probably the rep. The rep is really good in it. And I do like the mythology explained, but there's no stories. I'm realizing that now that this one does not have any stories. They have like the mythology, like, oh, this is like, this is what this my grandmother told me stories about, the goblins, and this is what they do. And so I think that's interesting because I like quoted those, but most of the time, I don't know. It's just like it's not as interesting. And yeah,
Yep, this
I
is the
guess,
Lego version.
yeah, I know, but I just realized that it's just not as interesting, I guess, because it's interesting to me, but I honestly don't think, I think there needs to be a little bit more story and less, like, oh, this is what they are, this is what they do, or whatever. She's trying to, like, survive out on this, you know, vast planet, basically. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like love it. So yeah, my books are like going down, like, seriously. Anyway,
Oh,
so
I saw Loki changing.
hello. I finished Royal Pearl last night, and um, I would say, like, it doesn't really have a good ending, but we did. I was left off, I think, on the ship of when he was, I think he was stranded on this island of ghosts. Well, they find basically what happened is they find these ghosts that lived there for centuries, and um, and what happens is they find these ghosts that lived there for centuries, and the two people, I think Sadie and the other guy, which I'm blanking on names, but they, like, kind of bring what's her name, Min, to the island, or to the planet, and they also kind of trick her, and it, they are looking for Captain Huan. And Captain Huan is kind of evil in this way, or not evil, but he wants to use the pearl for destruction of a planet. And her brother, um, like, her she sees her brother that's a ghost, and she's like, kind of, I don't know. It wasn't really that traumatizing. you think about it. And then he was like acting weird, and it was like, oh, this is very weird. Like, this is not gonna work out. And then she Captain Hwan comes to the planet too to get the pearl too, but she uses it to like destroy him, and the ghost destroy him, end up destroying him because they have vengeance upon him, and she ends up taking the pearl home. And there's this guy from the very beginning of the book that we meet, and he literally like says, "Oh, I've been following you," and he looks like the same guy in the beginning of the book. And I'm like, "Oh wow, okay." Even though you were knocked up and probably had some time to track her or whatever, she's a fox spirit as you know it. And then he's like, "Oh, we're gonna send you to 1,000 World to work on like crime and stuff like that." And I'm like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I felt like the ending was like hoodwinked. You ever seen that ending, which is an excellent ending for the movie, but for the book, it really wasn't that excellent. And then it added a chapter of them coming home and her mom, like, not really freaking out that her son's a ghost. And yeah, it's just, like, some of the things, like, bothered me. Like, if you have a ghost or if something's, I don't know. It's like some of the things really did bother me. Like, I think the way, like, the mom wasn't really present in the story as much. She was present a little bit, but I would love to see her present a little bit more, because I like to have, family is a part of, you know, it's a part of a young person's life, and so I feel like that the mom should have been there. Also, I feel like the characters were kind of lower, so I did rate this a 3 stars in the end, which because of how number one, how fast it went, and it read really fast. Like, it's a fast-paced read, even though on storygraph it said slow paced. Well, it's not slow paced at all. It's not slow paced. I felt like it was like super fast, but it might be because it's a middle grade, and some people who are not into reading sci-fi, then won't really know how to like start or how to do that. I really did like this book, but it was not like my favorite book. And I just didn't like I don't know. I didn't like the plot. I didn't really like, some of the characters were really good, but I always say it's complicated when I'm like, oh, I like them at the end. Like, I really liked them. I grew to love these characters, but in the beginning, I didn't really care, like, about Min. I didn't care about her at all. But yeah, would I recommend this book for you guys? I don't know. It's a kind of a toss-up turn-up. If you like sci-fi, I would say skip it. If you are new to sci-fi, I would say probably read it, because it's like more, if you are new to sci-fi, if you haven't read like, any other sci-fi book, then this is the book that you should read. There's not a lot of world building in it. There is a lot of myths and learning about the, I guess, what do you call it, mythology, the Korean mythology, which I absolutely loved the Korean mythology in this. But I think it, like, again, it just tells us about, like, the powers the animals had, and it lacks a little bit of, I guess, like, if you're going to tell a story, it lacks that, like, if it's a retelling, it lacks that. And I think it just was kind of a, Korean based story in outer space, basically. So, yeah. But I did enjoy it nonetheless. And um, that's it for the reading blog. If you stuck with me all this way, congratulations, you made it to the end. And I will talk to you in another video. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't. If you like what you see, click thumbs up button if you like this video. And I want to know what your favorite sci-fi books are, or if you like any, what type of things you like in sci-fi as well. I post videos every Monday and Friday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.